And welcome to my channel. This is your reading for Cancer, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Scorpio for the full moon. And these are blessings for 2020. I'm not sure if you guys are clear, but I thought that the full moon reading with Virgo would be a good time to do blessings for the whole year. This year I didn't get to do as many videos as I wanted to make for the 2020, and so I thought, hey, why not? I'll just, do the readings in the full moon right now because it was conjunct my Jupiter. Also, for those of you guys who are watching live, hi, nice to join, nice to see you, and thanks for joining me today. We're going to do a bonus reading at the end of the video, and in between each read, I'm going to check in with you guys to see if you guys have a topic or an idea. But my goal was to have like a reading about love. So just like a whoever's watching, whoever sticks around and checks it out, a general love energy update, okay? So I'm going to roll the dice to find out who is the first sign we're going to read for. The reason I'm doing it like this is because, oh, I should start filming just in case. Hold on. I'm going to start filming. So recording this just in case the stream fails. But anyway, the reason I'm doing it this way is that it's a really dreary night in Vancouver. It's raining and it's gross. And so I didn't have the gumption to do it, and so being live helps me with the energy, and it's nice to see you guys, and it's fun, right? So let's get it popping. So let's go first Leo. No, we've done Leo. So if you're one of the other signs, Aquarius is next. It came up. Sorry, I just picked it up instinctively. But if you're one of the signs I'm not reading for, your reading is already up. And just so you understand, this is a reading for a full moon reading for the energies for the whole year for your sign. So what kind of energies are beginning now? What kind of energies are connected? Okay, so let's just get the Aquarian cards ready. I should have done it the way I usually do it, but Aquarius is up first. Sun, moon, and rising. Let's find out what blessings are coming. I'll show you guys how I pick cards too. It's really not that fancy. It's a way to save cards when this deck is worth like $125, so it's not like I'm gonna start like tossing it around. I'm much too cheap for that. So yeah, and this one's priceless because it's out of print, plus it was a gift, so it is what it is. Okay, so why don't we pick cards just to see. So the first line, Aquarius, has to do with the current energy for the year. The second line has to do with past lives, and then also the past of the situation and the deeper psychology. And the third line, which will be the Brautele, will be the metaphysical vision, okay? Yas, let's do it. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Let me know if you're an Aquarian who's watching. So again, this is your full moon reading for Aquarius. I'm not going to do anything with the video. We'll just do time caps for each reading for those of you who are going to watch the taped version or the saved version. People still say tape and rewind, and I love it so much. It's kind of like a great. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's rock and roll. All right, Aquarians, are you guys ready? Next time I'll just pull the card. I'll show you guys how I really do it when we're not live. But is it raining where you guys are? Let me know how your weather is. I also did a cool reading for everyone, a pick a card. It's on the Pick a Card channel. It's what's up with your future partner. And yesterday we watched the sunset together on Tarot Talk. That's youtube.com/Tarot Talk. And we did like a magic spell incantation. Okay, Aquarians, are you ready? If you're doing the time cap, start right here. Hi, Aquarians. Thanks for coming. Welcome, welcome. And so let's begin your reading for the full moon. And let's see what kind of energies you have for this year. It's not just for now, okay? I'll link all the other signs down below. Sorry about my throat. Okay, so first of all, money. Aquarians in the money. We've got money, bags, wealth, security, feeling good about yourself. Aquarian stops for no one this year. It's whatever's going on, things are going to get ironed out. Sorry, I have to take off my sweatshirt. It's really warm though. Global warming. So for sure. So it's, you have a lot of resources, you're in a good position physically and financially. And so yeah, just very strong energy for you to start. The second energy is the Six of Swords. So you've left a situation on a good note. You left a situation like on a high note. You didn't get kind of, how do you say, you didn't lose money, you didn't lose anything out of the situation, and so you're moving along from a situation. It also looks like you may have left someone behind who has a lot of money. So it was one of those situations. Aquarians will do that. They will even leave someone who has a lot of money if it's a bad situation, if it's not what they want it to be at all. So they'll leave a circumstance behind, say sayonara, see you later. Then we have the Temperance card. So this year I have a feeling that you're going to choose spiritual pursuits over monetary, physical ones. I think that you're going to have some really magical experience with regard to like metaphysical growth. Like it's going to be a very spiritual year for you. And so I think that you're going to have this kind of more of a profound year than you did last year. I think you're going to have like just insight about your life, grow, and have a lot of expansion around you. The next message is the Seven of Wands, sticking up for yourself. I think you've proven with your behavior exactly where you stand with things. So you didn't allow things to get you down. You stuck to your morals. You stuck to your values, and so you very much kind of were honest with regard to where you stand with things, and I think you've proven to yourself something. I do feel as though you're being admired by someone, Aquarius. It's somebody who's quite spiritual, and this person really, really has some feelings towards you, or has some kind of a sweet energy towards you. So that's something as well. This person could be coming to you from far away. Let's see the next message. So we have Eight of Cups. Definitely this year will be a lot of walking away, Aquarius. So you guys do that a lot, but this is going to be a year in which you leave things behind, you go on adventures, you go in new directions. You may travel really far this year. I also feel like you're really going to be doing by yourself, for yourself, like what's really true and authentic to who you are, and you're going to be very genuine with regard to your desires and with regard to the things that you want. Let's take a look at your psychological past life or early on in life experience that ties to this. So we have the Six of Pentacles here, Capricorn Sun, but really it's the Moon in Taurus. So really good work. You've been fair. You've been fair to your employers. You have been fair to other people financially. And that's led to physical strength and opportunity for you in your life. So there's definitely this kind of a good financial energy that has been with you. You stuck to your guns, Aquarius. Whatever happened in 2019, early 2020, you were really genuine about it. And it really turned out great for you. The next message is the Three of Wands. I see a lot of good things coming to you through like your good karma. Your good karma centers around work effort, work diligence. You had worked last year very diligently and you have achieved a lot. And so therefore you have a lot of blessings coming into you now. The next message is the Five of Swords. And so I have a feeling that somebody around you has very, very deep feelings for you. They may have Venus in Aries, but I don't really know if that's really true for everybody. There's just one message here for some of you. But there's definitely someone who has feelings for you, Aquarius, this year. They have a crush. I can see it all over the place. But they, for whatever reason, are unable to voice their opinion and share with you those feelings. So be aware that someone has these feelings. They have a deeper resonance for you. They care about you a lot and they want your attention. You might be busy in other directions, you know, being a boss. Look, there you are. You know, kind of doing your thing. And there might be someone around you who has very sweet sentiment towards you. So I think it's going to be up to you to initiate if something's supposed to come to pass. The next message is the Nine of Cups, Jupiter in Pisces. So fulfillment of wishes, you're going after exactly what you want here. Definitely a year in which you will be pursuing things that you want, and you're going to be trying to make them manifest in your life and just really get what you want. It's almost like, you know, you get into the school you want, you get the job you want, you get into the situation you want, and it's up to you to commit yourself to that fully. You're living the dream this year. It's not up to you to give up on that. So there's two things going on here. I'm seeing it more now with this past life condition, psychology, and it's not early childhood, but it's like the past in this life. So this is past life psychology and past in this life situation. I'll summarize it all in a minute, but for now I'll say there's two main themes that are developing for you this year. There's somebody has strong admiration for you, very gentle feelings, very much in love with you, very much missing you and wanting your attention. They miss you and they don't know how to fix it. That's the Five of Swords. And then there's something calling your name, Aquarius, and something that you will very much see a lot of success in. It's almost like, let's say that you love, I don't know, you love basketball, right? You love basketball, you love to play basketball, and you get an opportunity to play basketball in some great place with some awesome players, you know? So whatever it is that your dream is, you're getting that opportunity, and it's very overwhelming. It's like everything you've ever wished for is being offered up. And so that might in some way distract you from the affection and attention of someone. So it's going to be that's going to be the duality of your year. The next message is the Strength card, the Leo card, passion. Again, at the end of the year, going on some kind of journey, something is calling your name, something instinctual from within you. This is the Instinct card. So really seeking a new path, going in a new direction, something's calling your name. There's two journeys here. There's this journey in which there's wealth and a lot of wealth exchanged, and then you're moving on to something that you've earned. There's this loving, secret love energy that is being directed towards you. And then there's a great opportunity. And then at the end of the year, you begin to travel again. You begin to go somewhere again. So you're never really quite in one place for very long this year, Aquarius. Let's see the Braille. This is the metaphysical vision or the manifestation level. This is the magic part of the reading, okay? So we have generating birth. I thought I heard something. Sorry. Generating birth, number 82. So I think that you had some powerful physical connection with someone, or you were in an environment that facilitated a lot of growth and financial expansion. And I think that this is an interesting situation you may see down the line, maybe a year from now, maybe 2 years from now. This is going to come back like a boomerang towards you. So there's something in the past that you have left behind that was with very opulent, very, you know, like flowers, fresh flowers, and there's just a lot there, and a lot had begun there. But for whatever reason you left, you moved on. There was an opportunity, possibly with work, let's see this card. We have the action card. So it was a very action-oriented move. It's almost like something was calling your name. It wasn't very planned, but you moved forward. You went by instinct, and you went in that direction. Now let's see this love. So we have direction. This person may have a north node, maybe in Aquarius, or this person may have some kind of a transit that in some way they're kind of your destiny. That doesn't mean that you'll end up with them, because I don't feel like this energy is guaranteed. I think it's a wonderful energy for you. It might be Sagittarius, but I have a feeling that this person is a part of steering you in the right direction. And it's their I just sense great love. I sense great love from this person to you. I sense that they're not saying what they feel, and I sense that there is like a broken mind associated to it. Not unhealthy mental illness, but maybe they don't know what to say, or they're shy, or they need you to turn around and instigate. And if you don't instigate, then I think that maybe this will become a latent energy in your life. So right now it's very active and can manifest, but it can actually transform into a passive one and go away. Here is the next message. We have defeat, which is the Tower. So you're up against something huge. So I think that you're up against something substantially huge, and I think that there is an opportunity for you in something that has fallen apart. So something has fallen apart for someone, and you're there to kind of seize the day, seize the opportunity. So it's like a business has suffered, or maybe there was some kind of a business has suffered, or there's some kind of how do you say, like an opportunity for you to get involved and profit from it. It's not like you're dancing on someone's grave, but there's something happens very quickly, and very quickly you get to do exactly what you wanted, and that is very fulfilling. It's something that you really want. This is constructive. This isn't destruction at all. The next message is containing and preserving. Okay, number 91. And so I have a feeling that you need to in some way address something at the end of the year that has to do with your spirit. It has something to do with your spirit. It has to do with something from within yourself. There's something within your heart that is evoking you to pull you in some direction, and you are going to answer something within your heart about your life. Okay, here is your clarifier card. We have believe you are magic. Yeah, I would say so. So you guys have heard me talk about Aquarius, how you guys are the wanderers of the zodiac, and you just kind of wander around and you think you're lost, and then one day you find yourself somewhere and you're like, bam, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. That's really your energy. And you need to be in that energy, in that instinct, when you need to go, when you feel like you need to address something. You need to follow those instincts this year, and with that you will receive many blessings. I think a lot of things are beginning for you this year, Aquarius, and I think that there's a lot of good things that are opening up. There's a lot of things that you have earned that you are going to gain benefit from as well now. So all of these things are coming to you now. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real. I also did your 2020 preview. It's linked down below. I'll link it down below after I'm done streaming. Okay, so thanks, Aquarius. So that's Aquarius, guys. How did that go? That was pretty bomb. So yeah, they're pretty great. So now we're gonna pull some cards for the next sign and find out what sign we're doing next. And just as a reminder, I'm going to do a bonus reading at the end. It's going to be the pyramid spread. So hold tight for that. And that's going to be for everybody who's watching live, or anybody who's watching the saved video, okay? So fun times. The next three signs are signs for which I haven't done the 2020 reading yet, or I have, and it's available for members only. So I'll let each sign know specifically. So yeah, I hope you guys are having fun. How are you guys doing in chat? We're having a fun time, hey? Also, I did a beautiful sigil. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. I did a beautiful vigil, not sigil, at the sunset, and so go check it out. It's It's available on youtube.com/tarot talk. If anybody feels like going to get it, I can't get it right now, and copying and pasting it for everybody to see. It's a really nice video, so go check it out. Yeah, it was a really powerful energy with the sun. It was very organic how it happened. I was just hanging out, and the sun came in through my window, and it just basically said, you have to go do this now. So I listen to the environment. Okay, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is how I do your readings when you guys aren't looking. So I just pick the cards without looking at them in this way, and then I just do the reading. 2, 3, 4, 5. So tonight we're going to we did Aquarius, and now we have the 2 water signs, Cancer and Scorpio, and we have Capricorn. And I did Cancer and Capricorn 2020 preview already. And then at the end, I'm going to do a love reading for everybody who's watching live and anybody who wants to watch it later. But the energy is better when you're live, so come hang out with me. We're already 20 minutes in. Woohoo, child. This is the Braille deck. It's made in Italy, and there's no interpretations for the cards. So what question can we answer? Why don't you guys tell me? Oh, hold on. We'll find out what sign it is, and then you guys can help me figure out a nickname for that sign. Hold on. So this is how we do it. Okay, so let's roll the dice and find out what sign we're reading for next. Libra. No, we've done Libra. Capricorn. Hey, Capricorn. Okay, so whoever's doing time cap, put one for 21:38 or something. Now let's do your reading for the full moon, okay? I'm not sure. Somebody's bothering me. It's okay. I don't know. Petty people in Vancouver. Let's keep it going. Capricorn. So Capricorn, I did your guys' 2020 reading today. It's available for members only, and I will publish it for everyone very soon. There's 2 parts to it. There's the main one I'm publishing for everybody, and the second one that I'm going to be publishing for members only for now. Okay? So go check that out in the description. I think I already have a link down there. Let's find out your full moon blessings for 2020. Let's see. First message. We have 3 of Pentacles, so that's no surprise. I think that you've probably worked your way up to some kind of expertise. You got yourself successfully going in some direction. You have earned a name for yourself in your career. You have really attuned yourself to a level of success in an area where you've been applying yourself for a very long time. So I think anybody can tell you that pretty much. The next message is the 9 of Pentacles, which is Venus in Virgo. This is going to be a year, and you will see this in all your readings. This is going to be a year where you experience a lot of money, a lot of success. You'll be looking great. It's a year in which you're really celebrating like all your successes, all your achievements, and you'll be feeling very, very strong in who you are. I think that there's going to be a lot of money coming to you, and a lot of money that you've earned coming to you as well. The next message is the Last Judgment, which is ruled by Pluto. Pluto is currently in Capricorn with Saturn and Mars and Jupiter, and the South Node. It's a kind of a huge year for Capricorn. You'll be making a powerful decision about your business. You might be making a decision about where to take your business moving forward, or where to take your work moving forward. I think if you begin a business or some kind of company this year, it's going to lead to a lot of financial success. You're going to have the opportunity to meet the right people. You're going to have the opportunity to connect with the right people. And I feel like you're going to be making critical decisions that are going to be super empowering towards you as well. Then we have more Earth. We have Sun in Virgo, the Eight of Pentacles. You may have to do some kind of retraining, Capricorn, but that's going to be a part of you building your skill set. And so you're going to get very, very strong in the direction you're going. So there's a little bit of a, you pinnacle with regard to your work in one area of your life, whatever you've been doing until now. Then probably in the mid-year, you'll do a change. And when you do a change, then you will be learning something new. You will be in some way kind of whittling out or working through and making something new, learning something new, growing and becoming stronger. Then, and that's going to yield for you a new beginning. Now, I think the new beginning is coming in 2021 or 2022, this big life new beginning, but it's going to start this year. So I know that sounds like a long time from now, but it's actually the type of change that you're facing. You don't want it to happen faster than this because it would be very disorienting. So to me, this sounds like you're setting yourself up for a wonderful new beginning, a wonderful new direction. You are probably going to be, to a certain degree, buried in work this year, but it's going to be motivating, and you're going to feel motivated by it and feel very empowered to do so. I have a feeling that you're going to get really into learning something new. And I'm not sure what skill you're picking up, but whatever it is, it's going to be very consuming. And I wouldn't be surprised if the latter part of the year, you will be very much kind of like committed to it or spending a lot of time in working in that capacity. Okay, so the past life energy or the energy of the psychology to do with your year, or maybe the energy leading up until now is, so we have the Page of Wands, a Sag, a Leo, or an Aries. You met somebody in passing and this person really inspired you. So this person inspired you, they gave you some perspective. This person sort of came in and said something to you about work. And I think that it gave you an idea of which way to go with things, which way you want to go, what you want to achieve. So maybe you saw this person doing something, or maybe this person said, wouldn't it be cool if, and you were like, aha, I have my idea. And that was like the spark of the direction you've gone. The next message is the Eight of Pentacles. So again, very strong financially. This is Moon in Aquarius, but this is a strange deck. So typically this is the same card as here, Sun in Virgo. So again, a lot of your year is going to be committed to learning something new, learning a new skill, refining your skill. But I would say that many of you who are doing so already have skills in a certain direction. So this is like retraining, you know, working in a new direction, specializing in something specific. But it's going to right away be very lucrative for you, so you won't have to wait a long time for it to yield a strong financial outcome. Because of the current events, I feel like maybe it's motivated by the current world financial circumstances, whereas now is a good time for you to, and I'm not a financial advisor, so double check your choices, but I think that now with the current instability, that's actually what's motivating your change, and you're going to profit a lot from it. So you're making a valuable change. We have the Three of Swords here. So you're going to make a very intense decision, or you've already made an intense decision about which direction you'll go. For some of you, in 2019, you actually broke up with someone, and at that time, it was a very difficult experience for you emotionally. However, I have a feeling that it cleared the plate for you for the direction that you're going to go. It cleared the plate for you for your way forward. So now you have that peace of mind. I did Cancer's reading today for 2022. It was very similar. Like 2020 is going to be in some way quiet for you guys because 2019 was so intense with those node transits, the South Node and the North Node. So for you, the South Node was in Capricorn, and it just brought a lot of intensive activity. So in comparison to that, 2020, 2021 is going to get much quieter, where you'll have opportunity to kind of focus on your skills. And remember, this is a transit of once in a lifetime. Many of our great, 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 great grandparents didn't go through a transit like this. So when you're feeling so much energy to achieve and learn stuff, know that this energy will not stick around for the long term. So whatever it is that you want to learn, even if it's a little far-fetched, this is the time to pedal to the metal, Capricorn, and get those things achieved. So in some way, a broken heart has been the background of why you're so available, but I think that you're past that. It's over. The door is closed, and you're so excited about the opportunities before you. Then we have the Knight of Swords. This is Sun and Scorpio on this deck, but this is Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, sometimes a little bit more air to their chart. It can be any sign. For some of you, you're going to learn that skill and go back to what you were doing in the first place. So to me, this seems like a specialization where you had a professional education or a professional degree in some respect. You go and you study more and you go back for more money. It's really a money year as far as this is concerned. Also, we're no longer under a grand trine. However, my transits are still creating a grand trine with the South Node and with Venus in Capricorn and Venus in Taurus and Uranus in Taurus. So that energy is still with me from the full moon to share with you guys. And so it's really giving a blunt and realistic reading, and it's saying like money. And I was surprised I didn't see more of that in your readings already. This is the reading I was expecting all along. So if you've been waiting for a sign to make money and to move forward with your ideas, I think this is it. The next message is the Seven of Swords, which is Gemini Sun. And so what this means is that in some way you are going to make some decisions that are going to position yourself in a specific direction. If you are going to school to study whatever it is that you're going to study, you're going in thinking that things are going to go one way, but they're actually going to go a different way. So if you're leaving a job to go to school or to expand your knowledge in a particular direction, you may feel like you're closing the door on this situation that's really good for you right now. But I have a feeling that the direction that you go is not going to be the direction that you're going to keep. I think you're going to go back to the original situation with these new skills and new abilities and go back to it and grow with that. So it's kind of like retraining and going back to school. Let's see the next message. So this is the Braille. This is the mystical vision. So we have making real, which is 109. Okay. The Three of Pentacles. See, someone came in. So this is the mystical, magical cards, okay? The manifestation cards, the mystical vision. Someone came into your life. They were younger than you. They were very, very fiery, kind of a nice energy, very kind of light and bright. And this person had brought into your life an idea that you had gone with. And this idea had allowed you to manifest whatever it is that you decide to do. You decide to do this early on in the year. So whatever ideas you're having now, that's the ideas that I would go with. Here is the next message. You have growth. All these signs of wealth. You know, Capricorn, you got money. And I don't mean just little money. I mean just like you go for it. Go for it. Pedal to the metal. That's all I can say. Growth, whatever. Like, look, 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, and growth, which is 104. That to me is like a super duper money number. That's like Wheel of Fortune and the Emperor together, right? And so, and it comes to 5, which is like the Hierophant, higher knowledge and understanding. So just a very powerful number, 104, in many ways. And you have this kind of tree-like figure. So if you read Lenormand, that means roots. It means something very stable is building in your life. The next message is working, number 88. Number 88 is a huge number for me. It wouldn't be for anybody else. So again, the word working, you know, you saw me pick the cards. I wanted to show you guys how organic this process is, you know. I didn't know it was Capricorn. And wouldn't this be perfect for Capricorn, like as a spread? So, decision about work. A decision that seems in some way personal was actually a decision that facilitated for you immense growth with regard to your career. You thought it was you thought you were leaving a relationship, but in fact you were moving towards greater financial strength and growth. The next message is defense, number 31. And so you empower yourself with the knowledge you're going to gain this year, and that's going to make you much more stable through the oncoming years. And then we have man, masculine, the Emperor card. Okay, this is the first 21 cards of this deck are the higher arcana. And so in some way, you're going to make a critical decision that's going to really create the structure in your life moving forward. And also, you're not going to allow anybody to mess with you, of course. I mean, you're Capricorn, but you're going to make that critical decision. At the end of the year, there's going to be a situation in which there's a prospect. You think you're going to go this way, but as you get closer, you realize it's sort of not, instinctually, you'll understand it's not the right situation for you. Your clarifier card is, we have move your body. I love that song. Who is that? Move Your Body. That's like, that's really old school. It's from the 90s. Move Your Body. It's a really good song. Let me know in the comments if you remember. Nina Cherry, right? Technotronic. Yeah? Technotronic. That's a dope song. So you have this kind of energy of physically also being very active. Of course, with so many pentacles there, like any physical activity that you do this year will be very strong and successful for you. So if you guys want more information, I am about to post your 2020 year preview. It might take a day or two, but members can watch it right now. There's 2 parts to it, one for general audience and one for members only. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thanks for waiting for that reading. It's actually a really great time to read because of the Grand Trine in Earth, so I hope you enjoy it. Okay? Thanks. Take care. Bye. So how was that, you guys? Was that okay? I see a lot more people came in, and thank you for all the likes. So if you guys have a question, do it now. I'm going to have a sip of coffee. We have 2 signs left, Cancer and Scorpio. I haven't done Scorpio's 2020 reading yet. I'm particularly superstitious because I do the readings in order. And I'm wondering to myself, why haven't I done Virgo and Scorpio yet? Because those are my 2 main signs. So it's like, what's coming, Varouche? And I didn't do that on purpose, you guys. So anyway, it is exciting, right, Karen? Thanks for stopping by. I get really excited with you. You guys don't even know. Like, I get so excited about this work. Hi, Kathy. You know, and Anna Banana. Scorpiana. I gave Scorpiana, the Scorpios have the name Scorpiana. Here we go. We have a message for Anna Banana that came through, which is the Chariot card. One of my moderators gets a card tonight. I didn't plan it, but it just happened. Or maybe this is for somebody else, overcoming relationship issues. There's a nice King of Pentacles at the bottom. Ooh, Charlie showed up. Okay, I shouldn't call us Charlie. Did you guys hear about Charlie Sheen? Ooh, okay. I am drinking coffee. I'll show you guys. I showed on Instagram. Hi, Daryl. Nice to see you. So this is not a promo, not sponsored, but it's saving my ass. It's Kicking Horse Cold Brew Coffee, no sugar inside. I like cold brew coffee because you can drink it without sugar, and it has this. It isn't as bitter. It's good. Cold press, you know. Okay, that's why I'm so chatty, because I'm sipping coffee, you know. Hyperactive, Varouche. I'm just hyperactive because, you know, I'm not going out because of the C word. Okay. So, focusing on the blessings for 2020 for Cancer or Scorpio. Who thinks it's going to be Cancer? Who thinks it's going to be Scorpio? Let me know in the comments. That's a fun game. Why don't you guys call it? Let me know, and I'll roll the dice and we'll find out in a minute. I'm not going to say what happened to Charlie, but you can find it all over Twitter, or if somebody says it in chat, then... Apparently it's not new. It was new to me. News to me. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, it's pretty even. So Scorpios have a new name. It's called Scorpiana, thanks to Anna Banana. Scorpianas. My little Scorpianas. I bet it's going to be Scorpio. I'm already hissing. 1, 2. And I'm feeling like jazzy. That's a Scorpio vibe. When I'm shaking my shoulders, you can't see it. That's when Scorpio's coming. Makes me so happy. I think I'm going to be a Scorpio in the next life. My rising sign is Scorpio. It makes sense, right? Okay, so we're ready now. This is taking a while, but that's okay. I meant to do this. If I did it by myself, it would take even longer and it wouldn't be as much fun. So you guys are my co-YouTubers. Okay, let's find out what sign we're doing. Scorpiana is great, yeah? It reminds me of a dance hall song. I can't remember the one that I'm thinking about, but it's like a song. I listen to a lot of reggae. Okay, so let's see. Taurus we've done. Leo we've done. Now if you're from one of these signs, you can take that on as well as a extra energy, because Leo and Taurus are coming through. Virgo we've done. Libra we've done. Virgo we've done. Capricorn we've done. This is the last one. Libra, Leo, come on, Gemini, every single sign but Virgo. Okay, Cancer, there we go. Hi Cancers, sweet Cancers, sweet Cancers. Okay, so let's talk about blessings for 2020 for you guys. I did your 2020 year preview reading, Cancer, so that's ready for members only. The reason it's not published for everybody is because I have to first allow the publishing of this video. That's why I'm doing one big one, so I can publish your guys's sooner. Okay, so I want to get the 2020 it's out to you guys this week, and it's a two-parter. One is going to be available for everybody, and one is going to be available for members only for a time. And this is a 2020 reading too. This is your blessing for Virgo full moon, but it's actually like a 2020 reading because I felt like there is not enough out there. So go check it out. And yeah, and hashtag Varouche Cancer, you know the drill. Okay, so let's start. See you guys later. Okay, so let's take a look at Cancer energy. First message is the Knight of Swords. So this came through actually in your 2020 reading a lot. Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. So many of you are going to have relationships with air signs. Why not? It's not a bad deal. Astrologically, it's not necessarily considered the best pairing, but maybe there's someone with a very clear mind who's with you this year, who's guiding you, or maybe in some way you've made a critical decision. This is a very bold person. This is a person who like pulls the trigger on things. This is a person who doesn't back down and they follow through with whatever it is that they are trying to achieve. We have the Nine of Swords next, Cancer. Your reading for 2020 is bomb, just so you know. This is blessings for 2020, but your 2020 reading is very, very good. So I have a feeling that someone had pulled you out of a bad situation, a situation in which you were really struggling, and this may have been in 2019. So somebody saw you in incredible pain And this is how an air sign and a Cancer can really get together, because air signs are very conscientious, in terms of reason and justice, like an Aquarius, right? And so when they act on what they feel is right, that can really resonate deeply for a water sign like Cancer. So they saw you or someone else struggling a lot, being in a lot of emotional pain, and they were in a corrupt situation that was really dragging them down, and they made a decisive move on your behalf, and you literally fell in love with them for it. Here is the next message, is the Ace of Rods. And they got an Ace of Rods. So there you go, Cancer. This year you're going to see financial growth, growth in your business, growth in your social prominence. In your reading, the main message was that you were going to get a break from all this. With the North Node being in Cancer for the last year and a half, you got very much doused with energy that was... You were bombarded with energy that was dragging you down. It was intense energy. It was energy that was very problematic. It was energy that was directed at you from every direction. It had to do with other people's problems that were being directed to you. And so you kept on literally all these swords, imagine, coming at you. And those swords represent other people's problems. And so you were kind of the nurturer for other people's conditions, and you've dealt with it. And in 2020, especially towards May, you are going to see less and less of that. There's going to be more and more time for you, and the good karma is going to begin, because you did so much work with that North Node in Cancer, so much work. The next message is the Two of Cups. Oh man, chivalry, someone did something. You see someone do something nice, or they did something nice for you, and I think it's an air sign or somebody who has a lot of air sign transits, and you literally fell in love. It was this beautiful energy of someone. This is my Aquarian moon, and my Venus in Cancer is I'm here for it, So in this telenovela that is your life, Cancer. So whatever it is, you have a secret crush, or you have an outright crush, and it's there. Or they feel that for you too. It's reciprocal. That's why we're getting the Two of Cups. You have a special bond with someone, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's not an air sign person. Wheel of Fortune, Cancer. So in your reading for 2020, it's linked down below. I saw this come through. It already showed up, but it wasn't it was like a chunk of the reading. It wasn't the whole thing. So, and I actually felt that it was more than was being represented in the reading, but I just don't, I read what I see. So you have the Wheel of Fortune here. This is Jupiter. Good luck. By the way, Jupiter in Capricorn is a sextile to Cancer. So that means that it's a very favorable angle to your transits in Cancer. So is it sextile to Cancer? It is. No, it's an opposition. Okay, sorry. But I think that in some way that how can it be a sextile? Come on, Baruch. So basically it is giving you a lot of opportunity and luck, and it's in your 7th house of partnership. So many of you are beginning a very powerful connection, or have the opportunity to begin a very powerful relationship with someone. So where there's been Pluto and Saturn and all these harsh energies, now Jupiter is there, and it's giving everything that you've had to put up with, you're being not compensated for, but you're appreciating a very beautiful, genuine, generous energy of love, and it's all there. And I think that at first this person may have acted out of duty or responsibility, or compassion, but an intellectual compassion. But later I think that, look at him, he's side-eyeing all of this stuff. It's he's no, I did this because, it's the right thing to do. I'm pretending to be the Knight of Swords. So he's I did all this because I felt it was the right thing to do. But he's but you know what? I could use a little bit of all this too. So his motivation wasn't to manipulate. His motivation was to do the right thing. Like, you were definitely in some ish here. But I think that because he did that, it triggered something. And I think that he's human, so, or she's human. And so in some way, I think that it started a domino effect of love. So let's take, I'm already analyzing this, but let's take a look at the psychology. Let's take a look at the past lives and the history of this situation. So we have another scepter. So we have so many wands around. This is like a bold move, you know, this is called the naissance card, which is in French means birth. So this is the birth of feeling. And it was always meant to happen. You were always meant to meet this person. I think it was in passing you had met this person in some way. And it was just almost like something that was meant to happen, and it happened. And then you have the Page of Pentacles, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, secondary transits in Earth as well. So I think that maybe there had been a third party involved in some way that had the history of the situation is someone may have tipped this person off or pushed them in the right direction. So like a wingman or a wing girl, somebody was also aware of your suffering, and they had either spoken on your behalf or tried to improve matters for you by kind of pushing this situation in this direction. The next message is the Temperance card. So whatever is happening between you and this individual, or generally in your life, is happening very slowly this year. It's not a fast year for you. It's definitely a quiet one. But everything that's growing is growing like methodically. If you've ever painted with oil paints, it's that slow process. You have to let one layer dry before you apply another, and then slowly you build up the painting. Very much like sculpture. It's a very, very slow process. And so with this energy, it's a year in which you're building all this beautiful opportunity. 2 wands. Wow, it's a blessing. Here is the next message. So we have the Capricorn card. So we're talking about Jupiter here, most likely. And or maybe you're falling in love with a Capricorn. Hey girl, hey. He could be a Capricorn Aquarius too, but I have a feeling that there's, yeah, this is nothing nefarious. This is nothing bad. This could be pointing to a time in your life, maybe between January and December, or December and January, or maybe next year in terms of when things will actually come together. Because people need to realize they have feelings for each other first. They have to kind of start edging towards each other, and then they have to kind of, like, it just has to slowly come together. So it might take a while before it does, but that's not a bad thing. So you have the 2 of Swords. So great friendship is born this year for you, Cancer. And I saw this in your 2020 reading that I mentioned before. There was a lot of water signs. It was kind of different than this reading. There was a lot of water signs. So you will have a lot of water sign people around who will be, you know, your friends and just like around at this time. It's a very watery energy. Okay, so let's take a look at the Brow Tele. This is the mystical, magical vision, the future. So you have number 88 working. So you may have met this person at work or somewhere in passing. Somebody was working when they had met you. Something like that had happened. And then there's the Reaching card. So someone had in some way reached out. You know, when we reach out subconsciously, so everybody around sees that you're reaching out, but that person and you may not. But if a bystander, oh, I was at this store and this really pretty girl was working. It was a fabric store, and she was working, and I talked to her lots. She's super nice. And there was a young man who was buying fabric, and I could see, I stepped aside and I could see him just like mesmerized by her. And I didn't say anything, of course, but since she and I talked a little bit after they were done and walked away, I was like, that guy really likes you. And she says, really? I didn't know that. And it's so true that sometimes when people have feelings for us, other people can see it, but we can't, right? So this is the kind of, there's something like that going on where someone else around you is seeing something in your experience or is seeing something in this person's feelings and saying, hey buddy, what are you doing? Why can't you like follow through with your feelings, or, you know, go for it, try. The next message is play. So this year there will be a lot of fun times. I do think for you it's a really fun year, Cancer. I think it's a year this was a huge card in your 2020 reading. Just peace of mind, easy, not too complicated. I feel like the pressure was huge for Cancer in 2019 and early 2020. And now in 2020 into 2021, it becomes easy, it becomes fun, it becomes much less problematic. And then bringing closer, I think that you won't even see it coming. So this is what this kind of may represent. That you're not even seeing the love coming together. It might like really surprise you that it's there. So you might feel yourself very single for a while, and then suddenly, boom, you're in love. And it's like, it was your friend, you know, the one you've seen every day for 3 months, but you never thought anything of it. You didn't even notice. And then it's like that girl in the fabric store. She clueless. She has a boyfriend, but you know, it's still the same type of property. You're going to get whisked away in love or something like that. A good situation, a companionship at least. And then we have 93, small little. So very small little to me suggests that big changes are coming to you, but in a very subtle way. So like I said, it's not a year in which things are crazy. It's not a year in which like it's super fast paced. It's a very slow, gentle year in which life is easy and you're meant to have fun and just take it easy. Okay, your cards next. So we have, you can build any kind of life you want. And hey, what? Guess what? I'm on a boat. We're on a boat, Cancer. There you go. So you can have fun, be creative this year. This is a year for you to just kick back and relax. You've gone through the gigs. You've been there for other people. You've really had the hard side of it. And so now you get to have the easier one. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Make sure to check out your 2020 video. It's going to be posted for members only first. I have to do it timed a certain way, but within a couple days it'll be posted for everybody, and the extended is for members only as well. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Okay? So now I'm going to check in with, how are you guys liking this kind of hangout sesh? Are we having fun? So now Scorpio. I don't know what the big, Anna Banana, I don't know what the big deal is with Scorpio. There's something going on there, but, and then for those of you who are watching live, I'm going to do a live love reading. So stick around for that. And that will be available for everybody else if it's too late for you to stay up. I feel because of daylight savings like it's, but I guess it's 7, like the old time. Now it's 8. But I feel like it's 11. All right, so, well, and thank you guys. Oh, I see the likes. I never see the likes when I do it before in the old system. Wow, so many likes. Thanks so much, you guys. That's so nice. I'm touched. I'm honored. Yeah. Did you guys think of a question for the, no, it's just what love is coming, or what can, I'm going to channel a message. I wanted to channel tonight because I had so much fun channeling in your full moon reading. I'll also link that full moon reading at the end of the video. So now Mr. Scorpio or Miss Scorpio, Scorpiana. Oh, I know where it comes from. Do you know that song Thoughtiana? Scorpiana, that's where I'm so sorry. It's not the same girl. I promise. Okay, my shoulders are wiggling. That's Scorpio time. Yeah, let me know if you're a Scorpio and you're watching. 2, 3, 4. Let me see you guys, Scorpios. Come say hi. I'm picking your cards. I want to feel your energy. Let's do it. Because you guys are last but not least. I think Scorpios are back. Like your energy's back. It's like you've had a long haul, but now you're getting back into it. 1, no respect, no disrespect. 2, 3, 4, 5. Taurus, I did 10 cards in this one. They got it thick. And then we have the magical, mystical cards of the Braille. Hi, Scorpios. Hello, my friends. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're ready, Scorpios. Are you ready? Let's do this. I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee. It's 11:11 on the East Coast. Ayo. Do you guys remember when I used to say Ayo? I think that's from Seinfeld. I never watched Seinfeld that much, but all right, let's rock and roll. Okay, so Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising, welcome to your full moon reading. It's 1 hour and 1 minute and 2 seconds if you're doing the time cap. So, okay, let's begin. So first energy, okay. So you start off a little bit strong, and maybe early on in the year you have a little bit of a stumble. Not a bad situation, but like you have to get a hold of yourself. You automatically will feel as though you're getting back into low energy, but in fact, I think that you're not, and everything's fine. The next message is the 6 of Swords. So you actively choose to remove yourself from a situation when you feel the negative energy or the low energy around, and you just sort of abandon things. You don't care what you leave behind. You just leave it behind because it's sort of important to you to move on, you know, say goodbye, adios, sayonara, all that stuff. The next message is the Sun. Moving on towards happiness, moving on towards joy. I think it's a beautiful year for you, Scorpio. I think that a lot of toiling, you know, a lot of here, there, everywhere until now, and now you are now moving towards something that truly makes you happy, and you feel like life is where it should be, or that feeling of being purposeful or in the right place is finally a reality. And it was really irritating you that you couldn't feel comfortable or at peace with your circumstances for a long time. There was always something that was sort of falling out of place, and I have a feeling that things are maybe not perfect, but they're satisfactory, and you are so happy that you are living your life just full, you know, or satisfied. The next message is the King of Wands, a Sag, a Leo, and Aries, secondary transits in fire as well. Look at him. He's like, he's right there. So I have a feeling that there is someone that's been coming up for you a lot, this fire sign male who in some way is oftentimes in your 5th house. So I suspect you'll spend a lot of time with him. I think that he's probably a friend of yours, or maybe he's a romantic relationship, but I have a feeling of more than romance. I feel like someone who watches out for you and someone who takes care of you to make sure you're okay. So this person has been coming up as a knight a lot, and now he's coming up as a king. So to me, it seems like this person's sort of growing up or elevating in their stature in your life, or their general energy. They're more mature now. They're more strong. They're just more prominent. And then we have the Justice card, which is the card of Libra. Okay? And so there's fairness and order coming into your life. This person has in some way seen you through until you could find justice. So this person, definitely a protection energy. And this person is seeing you through until you achieve whatever fairness. This is really moving on to, this is what I'll say. This year is really for you about what I've seen your life happen for the last several years. You know, I've seen in the cards these circumstances that were corrupt and they just stuck to you. That's the thing with Scorpio energy. It's very easy to pollute Scorpio energy because it's pure, right? And so there's some energy that attached itself to you, a situation, circumstances, life events that were just toxic, and they were muddying your waters. Sorry for the pun, but they were really making things not clean around you. And so you had tried to improve your life for quite some time, and it really was something that was, you know, how do you say this? It really was something that was bringing you down and ruining things. Like, it was just, you couldn't help but to get rid of whatever it was that was holding you back, and your life was never quite reaching happiness, and you were never quite clearing karma. There was always something that was in your way, another situation, another circumstance. And I think this year you turn your back on something as it starts to create like one of these blockages in your path, and you go straight for happiness. It's that moment in which you choose this new path, and your friend is there or your companion is there, and they are like in this more mature state, more mature energy, and that clears the karma. Like, it's he's been with you all along, but now he is more mature as well, and the outcome is just clearing of energy, clearing of the path, no more obstacles. Wow, big energy. Here is the next message. So this is the mystical version. This is the past life, the psychology. This is the history of your situation. So something had been born in your life. Something had begun in your life. And that's what I mean. Something got attached. It was created. It was born. And it stuck to you. You never quite were able to shake it. It could have been reputation. It could have been a ton of different things, but whatever it was like something you picked up along the way, and it was very, very hard to shake. You know, when we go through life when we're young, there's like a plethora of opportunities, and as you get older in life, you accrue more and more liabilities and health conditions, and by the time you're in your mid-30s, it's almost impossible for someone to have life without something going on. And so the chances as you get older of having this perfect life without any obstacles gets very slim. And it's one of these things that you picked up along the way, and it's actually very sizable. So it was something like a huge debt because you made a mistake, or something else happened that just really messed things up. That was just an example of debt, and you definitely know what it is because it's been with you for a minute. So something, and it could have been something that was like an additive. It could have been something that, you know, you could have had a child even, and that wouldn't be such a negative, but it would still have limiting conditions. And it's not that you would be getting rid of your child. You are Scorpio after all. Sorry, that's an Aquarian joke. You won't get it. But the point is that in some way, the consequences of your life choices and circumstances are in this in this year going to iron themselves out, and you will find like a restitution or the opening of the path energy forward. Two of Cups. So self-love, the desire for companionship, your heart opens up to yourself and the people around you, an inspired path. It's like your mind is triggered to do something good for yourself. It's like, I don't know, it's just something in you changes this year. Something within you shifts, and the way you think shifts, and the way you orient your thoughts shift, and you're freed from the past. Then we have, wow, the Ace of Pentacles. So very likely move for love, move for career, a new beginning. It's like you move to a new place and you're happy. Look at this. This is beautiful. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and Two of Cups. The birth, the emergence of something new, transformation, beginning something new, a new investment that's going to yield for you a lot of money down the road. All of these blessings are here. And this is very time oriented. So this is very karmic, this row. So this was always supposed to happen. And it's like somebody turned on the lights in your life. Boom, there you go, Scorpio. There's lights in your cave. And then we have Eight of Rods with this man. Now in this deck, this is Venus in Cancer. Typically this is Mercury in Sag. Number 33, I keep on talking about 33. So there's something going on with 33 as being a sign of something really great happening. So you got 33 there. This person is just great. This person is bringing a lot of good things in your life. They are your protector. They are your friend. They're your ally. They're just your go-to. And the great thing about this person in this situation is that this person has now elevated their energy from a knight to a king. So he is now a mature man. If he's a woman, he's a more mature woman. And so that strength is now even more strong around you. Here is the next message. We have the High Priestess. This is the Papesse and La Science, they call her in this deck. So I have a feeling that this has to do with a real clearing of the psychic side of things. So it's not only that your path is clear, but the psychic reverberation of the energy field is clear, which means that, like, you know, it's like your intuition about going forward. You don't see doom and gloom anymore. You see your karma cleared, because before, when you were looking forward, it looked like a bunch of swords in your way, a bunch of boulders in your way, things you couldn't get through. And now you see a path, and that path is clear. There's sun shining down, you know, sun dancing on the leaves, those kinds of things. Now we have the metaphysical vision, or the magical vision, the Brautele, and we have the 41 knowledge. So you gain some knowledge that helps you to leave a situation. It was always meant to happen. It was an addition to your life. I think that finally you were missing the piece of information about something, and that was keeping you captive in a situation. You didn't understand something. It's like being gaslit. When you experience gaslighting, when somebody is gaslighting you, saying something's happening when it's not, or saying something's not happening when it is. Until you know the word gaslighting, you oftentimes don't even know that something's happening. So sometimes the knowledge that something exists validates your experience and frees you, right? So whether it's whatever it is that you learn to define with language or knowledge or information, that in some way clarified the circumstances you were in, and things that you were somehow helpless in, you learned how to manage because you understood the concept. Okay, there was a missing piece of information. The very active, oriented love energy for you this year, Scorpio. You're going towards something. You're just busting down walls. It's like love is in your heart. You're on a mission. You're going forward. It's, you know, fever has got you, and you're like, I'm going for it. I'm going to achieve what I want. The next message is, ooh, random in the reverse. So you think that good things are going to leave you. But I don't think they are, because that's why it came up in the reverse. You notice everything else was upright, so it's a fluke that this card is in the reverse. So I have a feeling what it's saying is that the permanence and the maintenance of Sun and the Ace of Pentacles in your life, you're not going to miss those opportunities. Strength energy, this is Leo. So this could be a Leo in your life. This is a fire sign person. Look, fire, 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 right next to each other. Someone who has a fiery personality, jovial, fun, maybe loud, you know. Somebody who has a lot of jokes to crack. They're just spiritual person, you know, full of life. And this person is intimidating for many people, but for you, they have been a wonderful friend. And this could be a woman as well. The next message is movement. Okay, there's a lot of movement cards here. There's a lot of moving and going. You're going for it. And so in some way, again, remember the clearing of the path. The clearing of the path allows you to move on and move towards what you want. So multiple streams of income. Boom. Money coming in. Right at the center of the reading, you have the Ace of Pentacles. So financial new beginnings, no things holding you back, you know. Now you are in some way ready to grow your potential financially. So Scorpio, I'm going to do your 2020 reading. I haven't finished it yet, but I'll post it to members only first and then for everybody. I hope you enjoyed this blessing for 2020 under the full moon, and I wish you all the best. Take care. Good luck. I was really worried about your reading, so I'm really glad it turned out okay. So that's it. So now let's do a love reading. And everybody who's watching live, that's even better. Thank you for coming by. Welcome, welcome. So, job interview tomorrow. Way to go. Did you guys have fun, my Scorpianas? Yeah, it's very good luck energy. These readings for the full moon were really great. Yeah. And thank you to all my moderators. I see a bunch of members also in chat. So you're welcome, guys. So do you guys want to do a love reading? A love energy update? Should we do it? I want to get this. I really look at these cards. Look how pretty they are. They have this blue side to them. I really like them. And I like the way they're drawn. See, it's saying continue. So now we're going to continue. Okay? Continue this little party session. Give me some likes, guys. Come on. There's at least like 100 likes that I'm missing. You guys can do better than that. Come on. Like, ladies, like. I'm finishing my coffee. Let's do it. Let's get these love vibes flowing. Let's see if I can get some spirit guides in here. Yes? With my magic deck. Have you guys seen my crystal in my vase? So you guys know how I have my crystal, my flowers. But look, I put a giant crystal inside. I've been trying to show you guys, but it's like everything. Isn't that beautiful? Well, thank you for all the likes, you guys. Woo! We're blowing up. Okay, so let's rock and roll. Love energy. Let me see if I can remember this. I'm going to do the triangle spread, okay? Do I have the Margaret Peterson Tarot? I do. Because you guys, there's so many of you guys. We're going to do the Margaret Peterson Tarot first. Do you guys know this deck? One of you guys got this for me when I was starting out. So this is the Margaret Peterson Tarot. This version is out of print. And I specifically was obsessed with the purple border, and I know why. Such a beautiful deck. So, for a long time I didn't use it because many of the people who watch were new to tarot. So the abstract nature of the deck was really confusing. But now you guys are pros, so most of you can handle it. It's a gorgeous deck. So I'm going to clarify with, you guys are going to get a big reading for being awesome. It would be awesome if we got to 200 likes right away, but I'm not saying, I'm just saying, you know, just a little. Oh, and I want to show you other crystal I brought out. So here we go. So this is my, this isn't apophyllite. What am I thinking? What is this? The expansion stone. It escapes me the name. What's this called? Tell me. Tell me. I know what this is called. Agrolite? No. I know it's for expansion because it looks like a bomb exploded. It's gorgeous. Let me see. My camera's having a hard time focusing. How can I forget? This is one of my favorite crystals. Okay. Expansion, everyone. Come on, lazy likers. Let's do this. Let's rock and roll. Love message, channeled message. Bring angels in. So again, we have the Leo Strength card. With my readings, you guys will often see this card come through. My North Node is in Leo, so... And I did this thing called the Red Tara Meditation. If you guys look it up, you'll see it. Red Tara, R-E-D-T-A-R-A, Meditation by Varush. And just North Node in Leo. Meow, meow, ladies. Meow, meow. Okay, and gentlemen. Okay. Okay, so let's get this message. First message is... So, the Son of Flames. As much as I, you know, in my conscious brain, I'm like, I don't want the fire energy, not fire sign, but I mean, the fire energy, I'm like, too, but it comes through so strong. And the more that I'm like pushing it away, the more it comes through. So this is a confirmation that the third eye chakra, the connection to the universe right now, is really, really seeking expansion and new directions. So in terms of love, there's definitely this expansive quality that is happening around us, and it really wants to grow, and it wants to just seek new sources, just like lightning is trying to find something new to touch on. And then we have the Mother of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, secondary transit in water, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. There's a constant limiting energy around us now that is saying, don't do that, don't do this. Very protective mother. She sees what is bad and she says, no, like, don't go up to that ledge, don't touch that stove. It's a very kind of ancient energy that's manifesting around us, not in a specific person necessarily, but just there's like an energy around us that keeps on saying, no, hold up there, Son of Flames. You need to wait. You need to hold off before you do this. There's something else you need to know. Okay. The next card is the Eight of Cups. Okay. The Father energy is resolved at this time. So I'm reading the love energy update. And so the Father energy is very resolved, which means that it is in some way, you know, let go emotionally. And it's really in some way not present. Saturn in Pisces, it is not paying attention. It says, I don't care to know. I don't want to know. It's letting go completely. So in some way, this new spark, this new idea of expansion can go anywhere it wants, but it's very young and very vulnerable. So love can go in any direction now, but it's not protected. It's only restricted by the mother energy. It's restricted from dangers, but she can't watch out for all dangers because this spark has to go somewhere. It's its nature to go. So love is supposed to go in some directions, but there's a stifling energy around that keeps on saying not this, not this, not this, to the point that it's almost running from this control and restriction, whereas the structure in the situation is completely emotionally like, it just does not, it's you know, when Timothy Leary says tune out, it's kind of tuned out. The masculine energy is tuned out, drop out, I'm not sure. And then we have the Hermit. So it's the prodigal son story is coming through here very strong. The prodigal son, somebody must take their journey alone. She alone, she cannot guide this energy forward. She can only imagine like a village, and she is the mother, and she can watch out over her child within this village, but the child is going beyond the village walls. And when the child goes beyond the village walls, the child will in some way forge their own journey forward and begin learning viscerally from the world around them. And that is like the purpose of the current energy. So somebody is breaking out from what they know. If you're a grown adult, it's not about children that we're talking about here. If you're new to this kind of reading, what we're talking about here is beginning a new path, and that new path, you are a duckling. Imagine, somebody told me today that geese ducks are really cute. They're really cute. But it's like, imagine being a little duckling, and and you're out on the road, and you're kind of forging your way forward in an uncertain world and kind of by yourself. But in some way, that is the path. That is the main path you need to go. That's destined. That is the right path. And then we have the Five of Cups. Okay. So the father energy is angry. So the masculine energy is angry, resolved. It's acting out of anger. It's ill-dignified. It feels sad, and it feels despondent about what happened or what's happened or is happening. It's acting out of sadness. So it's really advisable that whatever the masculine energy is in this situation, that you leave it alone. It's sour, it's bitter, and it's disappointed. It's not angry, but it's resolved. It doesn't want to be there. It's tuned out. It's staring into the television, not paying attention at all. Okay, it's this profound melancholic sadness that it's taken on. So the masculine energy is not paying attention at all. The next message is at the center. So we have Father, again, this is good. Father of Cups, a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio at the center of this situation. This is a person who may have started it all, or this may be a person who's core to this personal evolution. Somebody triggered a set of circumstances in your life. It was a trigger. It was instigated something. This person instigated something. They are a King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Sagittarius, or Aries secondary transits, but any sign really. Somebody who loved a lot created this situation. They created this situation because everyone, in the mother, the father, and the child, were resolved in this situation. They were stuck. They were not moving. And in some way, there was a manipulation that came from the heart, a positive manipulation, that in some way pushed things to such an extreme, to such an extent, that the father let go and emotionally turned off all his energy. And the mother is frantically restricting And this is very shamanic, so it's not actual people. It could be energies around you, or it could be actual people. So you could see women around you saying no to you a lot right now, and men just completely ignoring you, for example, while you start a new path. So that's how you should be listening to this reading. And so there was this masculine energy that had this open heart, and it in some way instigated a transition, and that transition is all somehow jumbled up together with this loving energy that in some way tried to ease the suffering of others. And it came from a very pure place, a very spiritual place. The next message is the Seven of Pentacles. So basically, you were being stifled by an energy that was not allowing you to grow. And that was what had to do with this King of Cups. That's why these energies had to be disturbed, so that you could forge your own path to find your strength and start in some way saving for the future and also growing for the future. So you were not growing because you were in some way railroaded by masculine, by mother and father energies that have been now rattled and disturbed, and now you are forging forward. You're now, it's scary, but you're sort of going forward, and you are accruing strength, and you are saving physical energy for the future. That's money, or in other ways tangible goods, experience at work. You're earning things for your own hand. You were basically basically empty-handed before, and now you are with something in your hand, even if it's little. And that's a metaphor. That's not physically. It could mean physically, but it means more that you're accumulating these experiences and all these things. And this is this person's expression of love towards you. And this is true for everybody who's watching. And the next message is, we have the Lovers in your environment. So there's a karmic connection between you and the Father that's a soulmate connection. And so you don't need to be afraid that this is somehow damaged. Everybody has their ups and downs. And so that kinship, that family energy is still with you. And in some way, his energy was taking up too much space, and now there is possibility for other energies of family and fidelity to come into your life, or fraternity. There's more energies of togetherness that are showing up in your life. So now that this has been destabilized, or kind of partially removed, or he's become disengaged emotionally, there is other energies there, and he's always going to be there. That's what soulmate energy is. It's like, no matter what happens in the interim, it's like blood is thicker than water. Family is family. It just kind of sticks around till the end. And so around you in your environment, you have this energy that is the unscathed version of your father energy. And this does not literally represent your father. It may represent your husband, your partner. It may even represent a woman in your life, but it's that masculine structure. The structure around you has dissolved. There's nothing around it. You need to build a new structure in your life, it's saying, because at least for now, the structure, like, it's almost like you're living in a house and the energy in that house just went to crap, and it's negative now. And so if you stay in it, you're provoking it, and maybe it'll get better, but this is kind of suggesting that you need to build your own house, or build a new house where the energy is healthy again. Okay, so leave it alone. It's like, it's really clearly saying, don't go in there. Don't go into that masculine energy that you want to. And around you in your environment will be family energy. There will be love energy still around you. And that's a mirror of this energy when it's healthy. So you don't lose everything. You still get a piece of it. Okay? And then you have the Eight of Pentacles, which is you're hoping for stability, continuity, work. You're hoping that there's something tangible for you to hold on to. Earth, earth, earth. Okay? That's what you're hoping. Because it feels very unstable. It feels like you're forced to go into unstable, uncharted territory. And that's probably a part of the reason why you stayed in the first place. And then we have the Devil, the outcome, Capricorn energy. So things are about to get taken out of the control of many people's hands. There are bigger forces at play. It's a weird time because I think, sorry if this is ominous or intense, this is how like a real reading looks like, but it feels like there's outside forces that are happening around you now, and we know what they are in terms of world stuff, environment stuff, and that is in some way the chances, it was you're the duckling out in the wild, you know, going your own way, forging your own path. But on top of that, there's a lightning storm, okay? Or like a blizzard, not a blizzard. Let's not make the duckling cold. But there's a rainstorm, okay? And there's a few thunder and lightning bolts, kind of scary. And your current environment kind of is like that duckling, kind of forging out on its own. But again, this is fated. It has to happen. So it's very interesting to see what will happen because the odds are skewed because of the environment. So like you had to go in this way, this happened, but then the environment and the structure in the environment got very complicated very fast. Seven of Cups, which is Venus in Scorpio. So it's very hard to see exactly who is who and what is what in all these situations. I'm going to do this more, so this is the metaphysical version. How are you guys doing in there? Are you guys scared? Is this like a horror story? I'm so sorry. Okay, so let's dive in and take a look at the more like practical version. Yes? So this to me looks like something very intense. It looks to me like there is, like, you're facing control issues when you're more vulnerable, okay? So interpret that as a metaphor. Don't interpret it literally, okay? This is metaphoric, okay? So now we're going to take a look through clarity. Don't worry, I think you'll be fine. Jupiter is here. And so you have this, it's like, this is going to be, it's like a formative time, but it's a formative time in strange circumstances. Like there are a lot of factors around you right now that are just clamping down, but you're not going back. You're still moving forward. It's really going to be something in which you refer back to in your later life or in another life and be like, that was a huge thing in my life. That was a huge moment in my life. A huge year in my life. Big things are happening. I wonder why this person got involved. I can only think that it's karmic, this King of Cups. Just, you know, yeah. I don't like manipulation, and it's kind of irks me the wrong way, but because it's King of Cups, to me it suggests compassion. But compassion in human beings can be very, very fallible when it comes to influencing other people. Everybody has blind spots. So it's like, if you're really compassionate, you don't influence other people without their agreement, or you don't manipulate things for others. So I don't understand why, but I think it must be an energetic thing. Like there's a water sign or very open-hearted man or woman who entered your life, and their presence in some way caused this domino effect. Maybe they reminded you of something, and so you rebelled and you pushed everything in these directions. Yeah, But there's great success also. So before you guys get freaked out, Seven of Pentacles and the Devil really does mean great financial success. Maybe there's this, oh, the download before, I remember. The download about this is that great success, if you cannot have great success if you are relying on other people, because you will always owe them energetically. So this is something you have to earn by yourself. It's that hard truth. Like, you have to earn this by yourself, and you really want to share it. You have this spirit of sharing and caring, but I think that the world is imposing on you and saying you have to earn this by yourself. That's the metaphor. And it's confusing because nobody's talking about it. This is all like metaphysical stuff. So no one's, she's acting out, whoever she is, or the multiple people as she's manifesting, you know, closing the door, saying nay, 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 no, no. And then we have the masculine energy that's resolved, which can manifest as the men in your life that are, or masculine energies in your life that are sort of not as present there right now because they're navel gazing almost, it looks like. And it's like that communication, and then you're like, well, which way do I go if you're not communicating? What do I do? But you have to make that decision for yourself, because, and then energetically, you can't have their influence because this wouldn't be yours if you did. It's kind of like put on your grown up pants now. Okay, so Page of Wands. So very stressed out energy. You guys can hear in my voice. I'm like, WTF. Saturn in Leo. So many different options where to look. A lack of experience, which is this is the Sun of Wands. So Knight of Wands. Not sure which way to go due to a lack of experience. If you've been through something, you know what is good and what is bad. This is the first time you're going through, so there's a lot of information to consider. The next message is the Queen of Pentacles. Rules, values, there's stipulations about what's right and wrong. She longs for you a lot, though. There is this trusting, you know, when the mother duck allows the baby ducks to kind of wander, she's still looking from far away. So whether it's your mother or whether it's a friend or whether it's other female energy, sure, it's acting out frazzled, but it's looking towards you in a loving way and trusting that you're okay. There's this trust, and trust this is earth, 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 earth. So in some way she's in alignment. She feels that. Okay, and then we have the King of Wands, a Sag, a Leo, or an Aries. This person or this masculine energy, this Saturn structure and rules are in some way, this energy is in some way, how do you say this? This energy is in some way off on a diatribe. They've caused some kind of idea in their mind to happen, and they're distracted. They're stuck in their mind with something. They're distracted with something. And that's not necessarily a specific person. It could be manifesting through many things. So if it's a business, suddenly your business is going in a different direction, and it's obsessed about that direction. It's obsessed about that path. It won't last forever, but you don't have the regular things to rely on that you relied on before. The next message is we have the Three of Swords. You might be experiencing, I'm sorry, but you might be experiencing, like, why did they leave me here? There's this sense of abandonment and hurt in your heart. And part of the issue is your bewilderment, that I need to move forward, but you're distracted by the fact that the conditions in which you're doing this are not easy. But if the conditions were easier, then you wouldn't be doing it. It's kind of like a Ouroboros, you know, a chicken and the egg. So yeah, you have to just kind of do this and work on your bewilderment. It's not work on your feelings about the situation, because they're distracting you from focusing on what you have to achieve. And the more that you focus and don't get distracted by the emotions, the better you will be. Okay? Another Prince of Wands, Sag, Leo, or Aries. Be very careful around fire signs right now. Sag, Leo, or Aries. And sorry if you're a fire sign with masculine energies. But just be very careful with fire sign energies coming in and offering to you like, oh, we'll solve it. You might find that there's nothing underneath that solution. So it could be a very thin solution that actually doesn't, it may feel like that structure is there, but just like fire, a wall of fire, you can put your arm through, you'll get burned, but it's not as fixed as what you think it is. So there could be like fire energy around you offering up like a quick solution. You have to, very clearly it says you have to do it on your own. This is like a channeled energy or a spirit or maybe an angel. And it's like, when people say like they give tough love, this feels like tough love, like very tough love. And the Emperor. So in some way, this could be very much a partner or some kind of strong energy to which you have to become to fall in love with this person, or for to be ready to be in this relationship. So you're kind of being challenged here, to earn your stripes. So all the tricycle wheels, or like the safety wheels, have been pulled off of your tricycle, and now you have to learn to ride the bike to be able to be in this energy. But you have to earn your own. You can't be just like, let it support you. You have to do it on your own. Then you have the Seven of Pentacles, and we have the Six of Cups. So this is definitely karmic soulmate energy. The Six of Cups is the soulmate card, the Sun in Scorpio. It doesn't mean that the person has Sun in Scorpio. It's either soulmate or Sun in Scorpio energy. So for all the Scorpianas out there, that's you right there. But you're being guided. Like, just trust that your instinct is going to guide you to secure structure in yourself. This sounds very codependent, right? This sounds about breaking codependence in like the weirdest time ever. So that's what I think. And then you have the Lovers. Let's clarify. But you still have family and friends around you. It's not like you're destitute. I think it's on an emotional level more than anything else, where you have to kind of face the darkness on your own a little bit. The Hermit with the lamp, you guys see that? So the Hermit becomes an old man or woman with the lamp, but at first they weren't an old man and a woman, and they had to take those first steps. And then you have Sun in Virgo, Eight of Pentacles. So work, refining your skills. I think that the masculine energy is releasing itself, and it's bitter because it wants to protect. But I think it also knows that you have it in you to already protect yourself and learn those skills yourself. So it's like a necessary step. Otherwise, you won't learn the skills that are necessary. So you're coming out of the sheltered energy. You're coming out of the sheltered energy to become your own person and get prepared for this, the tough love. And then you have it's not going to be a tough love situation, but a healthy love, like this is correcting your weaknesses in some way. The Nine of Wands, which is the Sun in Sag. So you wish that you could, in a sheltered way, refine your skills and learn what you need to learn. Don't we all? It's like, I wish I could live in my bubble and learn everything I need and never confront the world. Okay, I know that feeling in your bubble. Let's see the next message. So we have the Hanged Man. So there is going to be a cause. Things are going to go really slow here. Really, really slow. So if you're worried about things like the Tower and surprises, I don't think that's going to happen at all. If anything, it's going to be a very applying a lot of effort and work towards an outcome so that you learn everything meticulously. And on the bottom is the Seven of Pentacles. Again, it's the same card as this one. And don't be scared about this. This is the fear of failure that motivates you to change. Okay? Fear of failure that motivates you to change and work harder. How was that? Was that okay? Do you guys want one more or clarify it one more level up? I have it in me. We've been at it for a while though. Almost 2 hours. What do you think? Let me know. Are you guys still awake? There's a lot of people watching. The number is 222. That's a lot of people. Hello? Did I scare you guys? Okay. Well, if you guys aren't saying anything, then maybe the chat failed. So thank you guys so much for watching. And okay, that's enough, right? You guys are good? You're settled? Okay. I'm just waiting for the lag because I know you guys are waiting. Oh yeah, because there's like a few second wait. So more, because I feel like these are like metaphysical things. So why don't we do a quick and dirty just, where's my Rider-Waite deck? Like something just, oh here, King of Swords. It's like rule of control and order, and kind of the order in your life is being set. So now this is, so if I were to describe cards and how you're using it, right? This is like spirit talking, the Margaret Peterson. The Thoth deck is like the metaphor and the meaning of it all. And this one is like the simple version, the day-to-day. So let's bring it up in vibration to a lighter vibration. Okay. So, oops, we had a card flip. So this is a great omen. The Sun card, I'll take that. So this is actually an awakening in your life. And we had this portal thing, so I'll link it in the description, right? On Tarot Talk, youtube.com/Tarot Talk. With the Sun, you had an awakening, the beginning of a new path. And so this is a necessary step. It's going to prevent a tower in your life. The Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords, the Mother of Feathers, got the Ace of Pentacles. So some kind of a new beginning and a fresh start. Okay. What was this? The Eight? Yeah, the Eight of Cups and the King of Wands, the escaping masculine energy. Yeah, just caught up in their own-ish. Mars in Gemini, just caught up in their own issues. Everybody has ups and downs, like they have dark thoughts, right? Also, the father energy is supremely afraid to let its baby go, like really, really afraid. And so that's a fear, you know, that something's going to happen to the little duckling. And then we have the Hermit and the Three of Swords seeking a reunion. So actually a fun time, you know, you will be around other people, nervously looking around in the party, like, am I okay? A little hyperventilating. Just drink a little basil juice, you'll be fine. Just drink your basil juice. And then in this position, so very complicated energy around young men in your life. They have their own stuff to figure out. They're not necessarily available to you like as much as they would want to be. They're just going through the gigs. And then you have the Father of Water and the Emperor, the future husband, is the so he's offered to you something. Like he's transformed your life in some way through, he's like, his presence, it's not like he did something, maybe he offered you something, but it's sort of, there's some kind of a breakthrough that comes tied into this person. It's also your heart, because this is your heart chakra, right here in the center, and it's pulling you towards your destiny in love. So you have to become that person, right? And there's something that's coming into your life and offering to you it. And then you have the Seven of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. You are the Magician. You're fine. I'm glad I pulled these cards because it really brightens things up. So you're fine. You're making some choices on your own, and with those choices comes responsibility, and it's kind of scary. That's why we're getting those intense cards, but these are choices towards celebration and, you know, standing on your own 2 feet. Let's see this. Okay. 7 of Pentacles, 777. We have 3 7 of Pentacles. Look, 7 of Pentacles. Where's the other one? I just saw it. Shoot, I lost it. I know there was another one. Where's the other one? Oh yeah, it's right there. So 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. That's the magic number. So from your environment, there will definitely be things that are financially empowering to you. New business opportunities, new partners, those kinds of things. Your hopes and fears. You struggle, you really want to be sheltered. You really like the idea of being sheltered. Okay, really like it. And the Devil and the Hanged Man is like moving on. Slow moving on. Letting go and moving, like, okay, I'll go in that direction towards that place where I need to be. On the bottom is the Knight of Swords. A Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. So definitely somebody had pushed a situation towards a certain direction, and it's sort of, yeah, it's definitely somebody has in some way instigated all this and pushed you along a path towards confronting something and moving towards independence. And independence that leads to a relationship, not independence that leads to loneliness. And you will have other people with you through that whole process. Okay? I had this, I'm done, but I'll tell you guys, in the fall, right before all this crazy stuff happened around me, I remember I had this, where was I? I don't even remember. But I remember I had this premonition where it was like 3 energies or 3 angels. And it was like a roller coaster ride. And then they basically said, we'll see how she can handle this. And like let's make things interesting for her now. And it was like chuckling. And I remember being mortified, like so afraid, not mortified, when I had it. And then it was like nonstop roller coaster for like a minute. And I'm still recovering, but it's like sometimes the universe puts us through things to elevate our, like, to make us learn. Because if we don't learn, then we're that helpless duckling. And this isn't suffering. I'm just very, very, it has a lot of Scorpio energy, you know. And so this, you're not suffering, but you are profoundly learning something that's forming you to be the way that you need to be to elevate and have that deeper experience and form that relationship. So your spirit guides are with you and they're guiding you now. Blessing, you know, it's a blessing. If you stood still, then you would surely die. If you stood still, your life would become static, stasis, and you would just rot. So you're moving forward in a very slow way, and it's really intense. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was a fun special, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Good night.